is clutch time. One run on the softs for pole position. With less than a minute left in the session, can we do it? Maximum attack mode. Here we go.
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
Gun it for the line. Oh, it's going to be close. Second! Oh! Lewis beats us to the pole.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula One calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average lap speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Why don't we kick off by discussing Max Verstappen? They've got a really good lead in the championship going into this weekend, so it feels to me that they've got one hand on the trophy.
Certainly there are worse positions to be in, but it's vital they don't let complacency creep in. As soon as you let yourself think it's over before it actually is, that's where everything can and often will go wrong.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Gardner completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Gasly, Daniel Ricciardo, and Leclerc, Norris, Stroll, Ocon, and Carlos Sainz, Albon, Perez, Giuliano Alesi, and Giovinazzi, Latifi, Matsushita, Romain Grosjean, and George Russell. Kvyat, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Magnussen, De Vries, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Well, 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 here we are again at Canada on the front row. Missed out on pole position by 0.015 seconds from Lewis Hamilton. And we did it a sudden death as well for extra pressure. Nearly eked it out, couldn't quite get it. But it's still a great place to start from. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm so excited about all that. Welcome guys to another JDM racing video, season 2 in Canada. Based on the performance last year, we achieved that qualifying position this year compared to last year in the dry. So it goes to show that the car is actually quick at point and squirt circuits like Monza, Canada, even Azerbaijan last round. We're finding that the car is super competitive. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to convert the win like we did last year. But you know, if Max happens to get by, and then maybe they take each other out, Lewis and Max, who knows. But I'll be trying to stay out of that. I mean, if I can get past Lewis into turn 1 and then just sail off into the distance, great. But otherwise, I think we're going to go with the stock strategy, and we'll just see if we can win the race. We've done it before, we know we can do it. But yeah, let's do it. Alright, we get a good getaway. Lewis kind of stalled a little bit there. Can we chuck it up the inside of him in turn 1? Oh, not quite. Is he going to go run hide? Don't know what happened. Max dropped back to 4th. We get really deep in the braking zone. Lewis looks like he's gone. In which case, we might just be fighting for 2nd. We've got Gasly behind. Got way out of shape there. Lewis needs this win for his championship to try and eat back some points on Max. So he's going to fight hard for this.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Oh, we've gone deep there again. I really need to sort that corner out. We're under pressure from Gasly once again. Max is behind him too. Lewis is scarpered, 2.6 seconds up the road.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
It's better through there that time. And interestingly, Lewis, I didn't notice this, is on the medium. He's going to have a massive pace advantage at the end of the race.
Okay, this is Jeff. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards will award you a penalty.
There's only a little one. Oh, we got way out of shape there sideways. Took way too much curb. Not surprisingly, we get a red middle sector. Nice and clean through there that time.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
It's a much better lap this time round. Mount the curb. It wasn't illegal. And we're closing down Lewis. Not within DRS yet though. We go faster. So Lewis sets the fastest lap. We go faster, as we should. We're on the soft.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Probably chuck this up a little bit.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
I'm gonna try, Jeff. Russell's out.
Caution, caution.
Here comes George Russell following Matsushita in the Ferrari. DRS is open. Oh, and the engine's blown. George Russell's engine in the back of that Alfa Romeo is blown. And he's going to have to find somewhere to park that, and he does. He's out.
The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. The track is clear. Green flag.
Really could have done with that.
Caution, caution.
Like now.
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Then I could have got a cheap pit stop. Felt like a little bit of stickiness on the release there.
To speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Oh no, I'm going to come out behind this lot, aren't I? We go wheel to wheel with Kvyat. I really need to hold this position. Oh, we just managed it. Got dropped into traffic. That was really not ideal. Matsushita just parking on the apex there. Got ERS and ERS. Teammates in the pits.
Sergio is in for his stop.
Tried to take that corner as best as I can, offline. Hamilton 17 seconds up the road. Doesn't seem like a lot, but maybe that's going to be enough.
Okay, the gap behind is 1.7 seconds.
Wonder if the undercut's going to work here. Go rich, just to try and close this gap down and give us the advantage. Lewis isn't pitting yet.
Great work.
Post the fastest lap.
Of the race.
We're putting the pressure on. We've got it down to 16.1. 15.9, so we are eating into that lead. But he is going to have the soft tyres. We'll switch back to standard fuel. We were 0.8 off that time. So that's not a great lap.
Use your overtake button for more power. We need to push.
Yeah, I'm pushing, Jeff. What do you think I'm doing? I think this lap's going to be the lap that he comes in. Yep, there he is. We take the lead.
Well done, that's P1. P1, you're leading the race.
Yeah, well, we got to hope he burns those out, trying to catch us.
The car behind has come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Softs on the car behind.
Yeah, we know that. We're not feeling the pressure just yet. I'm sure it is going to come. He's in DRS range. Suspect he'll be coming now.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
We've got Mercedes power too. Don't forget that. Verstappen has cleared Gasly, but he's 4 seconds back. Way more curb that time. Feels closer. Yep, he's definitely closer. Gonna have the DRS. Keeping him at bay for now. Pulling away from Verstappen though. Oh, that was a bad corner though. That's going to put him right on me. Yep, he's going to go inside. This could be it.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
Technically kept the position by cheating there. thought it was going to tell me to give the position back, but it hasn't. I did hold my pace, but we want for the stewards to look out afterwards. That was just that one corner, getting out of shape, meant that he could have a runners. Lewis really badly needs this win for his championship, so I can feel his desperation. It's the only time he's beaten Max on pace, and then we're getting in the way. Two laps to go. He's dropped back a little bit. I wonder if the tyres are starting to wear out a little bit. I mean, he's there, but he's not all over us. I flicked it the wrong way. Didn't mean to go lean. Meant to go rich. Just as an added security measure. Still there. We've got one more lap to go.
This is your final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 20.4 seconds.
Thrashed him. Still there. Nice and tidy through there. He's right with us now. We're gonna send him up the inside. Doesn't fancy it on the inside. We're getting pushed. We're getting a little tap there. We're gonna go flick to Rich. We're gonna try and break the toe. He's gonna have DRS. We used the boost, we're using everything we got. And we're going to boost across the line for a win! Our first of the season.
Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
Woo! Thanks, boys. Feels good.
They take the checkered flag.
Who the hell's that?
Here in Canada, in what has been another fabulous Grand Prix. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
I'd agree.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Oh, and there's Mark from the R&D department on the podium there with us. Well done, Mark, well deserved.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
We win by 0.3 of a second. We take an extra point for fastest lap by 1/10 of a second from Lewis Hamilton. Wow, what a race. I had a good feeling. I had a good feeling that we could do it. I mean, I will admit that early stint where he was about Lewis I'm talking about, when he was about 2.5 seconds in front of us, and it looked like he was pulling away, and then we just managed to kind of eke him back in and keep him within touching distance for the undercut. And then pitted first, got onto the mediums. The car seemed to work a lot nicer on the mediums, I will say that. There was one point where I thought Lewis was going to actually overtake us and get away, but he didn't, because we kind of cheated. But it was borderline. It was borderline. I went off the track, slowed, just held my pace a little bit. It was definitely one for the stewards, but they didn't give me a penalty for it, so that was the risk I took, and it paid off. It was always going to be difficult because Mercedes are just way, way better than everybody else. But saying that, Gasly gave Max a good fight for third. If we look a little bit further down, Red Bull had a slightly off day. Leclerc actually got 5th place and finished above both of them. And going a bit further down, actually, where was Sergio was 11th, so he didn't quite get the points finish. Lance Stroll gets a point at his home race, and Latifi, and then George Russell with the, I was going to say because that was his home race too, but he didn't really do anything. And then George Russell with a DNF, so we'll have to see what that was about. In terms of the championship for the drivers, we move up to 5th, and Lewis closes down Max a little bit, but he could have really done with those extra 7 points. But he outpaced him straight up this weekend, so that's encouraging for him. We pretty much outpaced everyone, so that's great news for us. And then, like we saw, we've consolidated third by 9 points from McLaren, so that's key for our war with them. Let's have a look at the highlights. I did actually wonder if we were going to be able to beat Lewis into turn 1, but I had to just back out. I didn't actually notice that he was on the opposite tyre until about lap 3. This was a very... Again, it's getting so naughty with that particular corner. But this was a tricky stage of the race, trying to keep Gasly back, regroup, reel Hamilton back in if possible, which we did a bit. I think we took a second out of him. Then coming out of the pit, this was also key. If we'd have lost this position to the Renault, I think we would have really had problems. This was a little bit scary as well. I wasn't sure if either of these guys was going to pit, and then both of them did when I was completely offline. I think this was the moment where Lewis could have got, he got slightly into the lead. Yeah, you can see Lewis trying to come back. I did lift off a little bit. Didn't have anywhere to go. What a battle though. And he was right there on the line. It was a classic. So, this has been fun. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your mum, your dad, your pets, your brothers, your sisters, your friends. Spread the word about the channel. That's the only way to get this to grow. So I've been told. Yeah, I'm happy. Very happy. Buzzing. We've had a couple of podiums, but I figured, I was looking at the calendar and think, well, we won this race last year. This is a great chance for us to win this again this year. I know we've got the pace. Practice, I was a little bit concerned because initial practice I wasn't up to speed, and I thought, oh, maybe that was a one-off last year. But then as we progressed through the later practice stages in the qualifying, it sort of came back. So yeah, very happy. And yeah, stay tuned and stick with us, because we're going to have another race coming up very soon, and we'll see what we can do there. So yeah, take care guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.